Coach, let's talk about last week. I had a chance to even watch a little bit of the game, and I thought you looked very good running the football, and certainly I think from a standpoint, your first game looked pretty good.
Yeah, we had a good night. I mean, over 300 yards rushing, and we didn't run that many plays. I think we only had 40-some plays. So we were pleased with our rushing totals. We even saying that, I could say we left some yards out on the field, but for a first night, for opening night with a lot of new faces, I thought it was a pretty good job.
You know, you really spread it around, too. It wasn't like one guy had, 250 yards. You had a lot of guys make a contribution.
Yeah, and that's kind of what that offense is supposed to do. Kind of runs through the fullback, and then the halfbacks get a chance off of that. So, yeah, we're very pleased with the way that we got some contributions from 3 or 4 guys and handled a little bit of adversity and came out with the win.
Let me ask you from the quarterback standpoint, you go in, a young man that hasn't had the type of reps I'm sure you'd like him to have. How did he handle things?
Excellent. Isaiah Loftus came in, and I honestly didn't notice him. That's a good thing. He didn't have any trouble with snaps and made some good decisions. His footwork was good. And I'm sure he didn't think he was going to play that night. So mentally, he had to quickly, adjust. But no, we were thrilled with the way he played.
Let's go to the defensive side of the football as well. And I thought watching some of that for the first game again, you made some mistakes here or there, yes, but I thought overall it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, good game by the defense. That's kind of what they do. They play a bend but not break defense, and I know they stopped them a couple times in the red zone, which is what they do, and limited them to under 200 yards rushing, so that's a good thing. And it was the option. I think we talked about that last week, that they were going to – it was a new thing. We don't see any option, and they did a good job on their roles, and they're going to face another new offense this week.
This is a little different this week as it gets amped up. You've been in this league long enough to know that when these two teams get together, it's a different kind of feeling. What is your gut feeling going into this one against, I think, a pretty good Winchester football team?
Well, my gut tells me that every time we play them, it's going to be a good game. Mike does a good job up there, and it just seems like it's always a close game or an overtime game. Very seldom will you ever see a lopsided score. So we expect to be in a real tightly not officiated, but a tightly played game, and maybe it will be tightly officiated. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, we think that is going to be a typical TEC battle. They've kind of become I don't want to say our only rival, but kind of a special rival in the last few years. And he's changed a lot of stuff up this year, and that makes it even more interesting. So we're excited. We're glad it's here. We're glad it's at home.
You know that you get into a game like this, and teams like Winchester, whoever, you're the defending champions. They'd like to come up here and smack you around a little bit and kind of show you that they can be the new king of the roost.
Yeah, we had a little talk about that just now in practice, and to have the target can sometimes be a good thing, and sometimes if we have a young, inexperienced team, and they got to learn how to handle the target as well as execute their game plan. So I think we're going to be all right, but yeah, I mean, these teams all want to they want to take it to us. They're tired of being on the other end, and I suppose this year they feel like they have a chance. We'll find out tomorrow night. That's why we play the game.
Let me ask you, and I said gut feeling a little bit ago, but do you get a sense of your team and the confidence level that they can handle that pressure, knowing that, again, all the eyes are on you guys?
That's what makes it kind of fun. As a coach, you have to almost wait and get into the game and see what happens. We know what we think. We think we're okay, but you really have to let the boys get out there and play the game. We're at home. It's it's a TEC opener. If they can't, I don't know. There's something wrong with them if they can't. But it's a tradition, and it's also an expectation And sometimes that gets a little overwhelming, and like I said, tonight we had to talk about that, and we'll be okay.